How's it going? It's your favorite police officer, Jules St. James, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to talk about probable cause and reasonable suspicion. What's the difference? What is it meaning? What do a police officer actually have to detain you so they can conduct their investigation? We're going to get into all that, but first, I'm going to go out and ask a couple people and see if they know. So follow me. Hey, excuse me, sir. How's it going?
Everything's okay. How about yourself?
All right, man. My name is Jules St. James. I got a show on YouTube called Roll Call. And it's all right if I ask you a question?
Sure.
For a police officer to stop you, detain you on the street, and conduct their investigation, what do they have to have? Probable cause or reasonable suspicion?
Probable cause.
Okay. Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Is it okay if I ask you a question?
Sure.
Now, for a law enforcement officer to stop you in the street, detain you, to conduct their investigation, what do they have to have? Probable cause or reasonable suspicion?
Probable cause, I guess.
I would think you'd have to have probable cause. But I guess if something is suspicious, it would make sense that you have reasonable suspicion too. I think either one would be okay, but I don't know.
Reasonable suspicion.
Okay. All right, thank you. Now,
I would think that they would need reasonable suspicion.
Probable cause.
okay, appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Probable cause or reasonable suspicion?
I think both of them, because the police officer can be open-minded in order to ask whatever it is. But the most important part is that how the question is, and of course the police officer is going to be evaluating everything.
Oh, okay.
I would say probable cause.
Okay, thank you for your time, miss.
No problem.
All right, so you see, we went out there, asked quite a few different people, got some different answers. Now, if you said probable cause, you're almost right. So the correct answer is reasonable suspicion. You know, let's take a closer look at what these two terms actually mean.
Established by the Supreme Court in a 1968 case in which it ruled that police officers should be allowed to stop and briefly detain a person if, based upon the officer's training and experience, there's a reason to believe that the individual is engaging in criminal activity. The officer is given the opportunity to freeze the action by stepping in to investigate. According to the Supreme Court, probable cause to make an arrest exists when an officer has knowledge of such facts as would lead a reasonable person to believe that a particular individual is committing, has committed, or is about to commit a criminal act.
So I can see a few of you still scratching your head. But don't worry, check out these scenarios to get a better understanding. Plus, it gives you an idea of what probable cause and reasonable suspicion look like in the eyes of a police officer. Check it out. All right, so let's take a look at what example of reasonable suspicion look like. You see my man standing out here drinking on something. I have no idea what it is. So it gives officer reasonable suspicion to stop, detain him, and conduct their investigation. All right, here's one more example of what reasonable suspicion look like. You see my man walking down the street, look like he have a bulge in his front sweater. It gives officer reasonable suspicion to detain and conduct their investigation.
Whoa, hands on the wall.
Now, while officers conducting their investigation, they are justified in searching the waist area for any potential weapons that can harm them. Alright, so here we have an example of probable cause. Somebody walking in a public way with an alcoholic beverage. It is illegal. You either can get locked up or you can be fined. Now here's one more example of probable cause. You see my man walking with the gun sticking out? If the cops roll up on you, yeah, he's definitely going to jail. That's if you live in a state where open carry is not legal. All right, so there you have it. Just remember, folks, the difference between probable cause and reasonable suspicion. Probable cause is concrete evidence of the crime. Reasonable suspicion is a broad interpretation. It indicates the appearance that a crime is, has, or about to be committed. That's why police officers only need reasonable suspicion to detain. So please, I'd like for you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one.